Hi everyone. In this video, we will be building a simple Scrapy application that scrapes an online marketplace for the name of the product, the price, and the number of reviews. Not the number of reviews, but rather the reviews. This is the target website. So the crawler will go through every page and scrape all the product data. So I'm in my terminal. I'm currently using the git bash. So there's nothing there. So the first thing to do is to make a directory. I'm going to call mine Jumia web scraper. Then seed into Jumia web scraper. So after you are inside there, you need to create a virtual environment. It's always good practice to create a virtual environment when running integrated projects such as Scrapy. So to do that, Python VNV, and I'll call mine env. Again, there's a couple of ways to do this. I'll put the link into the description, but this is the easiest way. So after that, you need to activate the environment. Activate. After it's activated, you need to install the dependencies. So install Scrapy. I'll also install a Python. It just makes everything easy and better. Python works best in Unix systems such as Linux. This command code. This will open we'll open a virtual studio code in that folder. Again, we activate the virtual environment. And we start the Scrapy project. I'm going to name mine Jumia. Then you want to seed into Jumia and generate our spider. I'm going to call mine spider. The domain is jumia.co.ke. If you look at our structure, this is what we have. The commands we just ran have created this folder, this Jumia Scrapy project. We have our settings, our pipelines, middlewares, items, and our spider, which will customize to our own needs. So once that is done, we can proceed to inspect our website, identify the selectors, and proceed to extract the data that we need. So for that, I'm going to use the Scrapy shell. Scrapy shell, the URL, just copy the URL. You can check the response. It's a 200 valid response. Our response code is 200, which means everything is running okay. If that doesn't work for you, you can come into the settings and change the user agent. To get your user agent, you can do this. My user agent, copy it, and in fact it's good practice to always set the user agent and to set the robots.text to false, concurrent requests. This will just speed up our crawler. Yeah, that should be it for our settings for now. Now let's identify our selectors. For that, you're going to inspect the website using the inspect tool. So I want to go through every product. So ideally, yeah, this is it. This captures all the data inside every product. Yeah, this article tag. Yeah, personally I prefer to use XPath. So in this case it's article at class. You can just copy the class name and yeah, that's it. You can see that it lists 40. Let's just zoom in for everyone to see. So it has grabbed over, there's around 40 products per page. So you can copy that and come to our shell. So response.xpath .get. This will get the first element. Yeah, that is the first element. If you do this, if you remove the get statement, this will just get it returns a list. So everything looks good so far. Now what I want to do is to store this into a variable. I'm going to call it products. Then after that, once you are, so for now we are inside this article, we want to get the item name. Which is in this header 3 tag. With the class name of name. So response, so products. So products .xpath. Is a header 3 tag with a class name of name. Yeah, there it is. But you want the text. You can do this by adding this. There it is. The next thing we want is the price, which is in the div tag with the class name of PRC. That should be easy enough. So div tag, and we want the price. There it is. We also want the reviews. Where are the reviews? This is it. So it's in the div tag with the class name of stars. Let's just copy that and proceed to extract it. Products. Just proceed response.xpath. We want the shouldn't be response but rather products. Okay, there's a mistake here which I'm not. Yeah, that should work. We missed these 2 slashes. To get the text, and yeah, that works. Now onto the link. The link should be an A tag. This is it, of class core. So how can we get that? So that's product.xpath. We need to go to an anchor tag. The class name is, it's inside the core. We don't need the text for now. And we want the href attribute. It lies in the href attribute, so we can get that in Scrapy by attrib href, and there we have it. But you can see it's not the complete URL. But we'll handle that in the Scrapy provides an easy way to handle this. So once everything is ready, we can go to our spider and set the start URL. The start URL should be this. So the start URL, we have the start URL, Control V. So we will have our products here. Remember, this will return a list. So for every product in products, we want the name, we want the link, we want the price, and we want the review. So we already got the name. which was here. This is it. Product, that will get the name. What about the link? The link, this is it. Again, product. We also want the price. This is the price. And we also want the reviews. Remember that the link doesn't return the complete URL, just returns the slug. Scrapy provides a good way for this, which is response.url join, and we're going to join our main URL, which is the domain, and our extracted link. Yeah, that should work. So we have all the items that we need here, and the next step after this is to define our items inside the items.py file. Items provide a good way and an easy way to handle the script item. So we have the name, we also have the price, scrapy.field, we also have the link, we have the review, scrapy.field. So yeah, that's it. But before we go any further, let's just test everything to make sure everything works. Items to be, let's have the name, the link, the price, and the review. We then can yield our items. Yeah. Scrapy works with generators. That's how we are using a yield item. That's how we are using this yield keyword. And to test our spider, let's just exit out of the shell first. We are inside the Jumia directory at the moment, so we can cd into the spiders directory and run Scrapy crawl. The spider name is spider, and you can see that it has okay, let's do that again. Output to data.json so that we can see the data clearly. Okay. it has extracted over 40 products, but they are, for some reason, it's a common mistake among beginners. I was also a victim of this. You see that it's repeating it only has extracted the first product, and it's filling them for all the other products. Now to fix this, what you need to do, it's a simple fix. You just need to add a dot in front of the selectors. And that should work. We can test it again. Okay, wait. We want it to overwrite the existing data. For that, we use a capital O instead of appending. Yeah, here we have the complete data set for the first page. For the first page, it has extracted the first page data. So how can we extract how can we make it go to follow all the pages? For that, you need to identify where the next page lies. The URL for the next page lies, which should be here. It should be here. It has an area label of next page, so it's an anchor tag with an area label of next page, and you can see the next page URL is here, which is this page 2. So how can we do this? Yeah, so before yielding the items, after it has extracted all the product data, yielded all the items for one page, it needs to go to the next page. So next page, let's define a variable for the next page. Next page is equals to response.XPath. We saw it was in an anchor tag at class. No, not a class. Area label. Area. It was area label. Area label of next. It was an area label of next page, and we want to get the href attribute. We can use this selector option, but there's also another way I want to show you, which is at href. So you want to get that. Then if next page, if we have next page, what do we do? We want to follow that URL. So next page URL is equals to response dot URL join next page. We want to yield a request, yield Scrapy dot request our next page URL. Then we want it to repeat what it has just done over here. So it will follow this next page URL and do this again. For that, we need to add a callback argument, which is self.pass. So what I've done is, in summary, the scraper will go to the first page, which is this. It will extract all products. It will extract all products in this loop, yield the items, then come and check for the next page URL. If there is a next page, it will yield a request to that. It will yield a request to that. It will send a request to that next page URL. And what will it do with the response? It will call back this callback function, pass function, and do this all over again. Yeah. Now let's test it again. Here we are. Okay, that didn't work. What could be the issue? Next page URL, next page. We have, okay, here, this is it. I didn't add these two slashes. Yeah. Beware of such mistakes. So it has extracted over 1,000 or so products, but I felt it was a little bit slow. You can speed that up by increasing the number of concurrent requests. Let's just do 100 requests so that it won't overwhelm their servers. And let's test it again, but at this time I'm going to log only the info. So that is done. So what is the best way to run this Scrapy script using? How can we define custom settings to define how the script will output the data, the feeds, the logging, the concurrency, the user agents? We can do this here by defining a variable known as custom settings, which is usually a dictionary. The first thing we can do is define our feeds variable. This will be the name of our file. Let's just call it products data.json. We can also define its output format. It is just JSON. We can set it to overwrite. This should be overwrite So that's our feeds. We can also define our log file. So instead of log into the standard output like it does here, it will log it to a file, which is easy if you want to debug or check if something is wrong on your something is not working correctly in your spiders. Then log file opened, set it to false. I think that works for now. Let's test it and see. So that has run to completion with our custom settings, but I've noticed that our log file is still logging our debug. I just wanted to log the info. So you can define the log level to be info. This can be debug, info, or error, whatever you prefer. So let's make use of our items that we just defined over here. So we are going to import this Jumia item we just defined. So from items, import Jumia item. Then we are going to initiate it here. Items to be Jumia item. Now in that case we are going to remove this. Or we can just comment it out for now. Then set it to items, name to be name, items, the link, then items, price as price, items, review to be review. Again, what you are doing here is the items keys we are using are what we just defined over here. So if this was product name, this will be product name. I hope that is clear. So once we've defined our items, we just yield them as we normally would do. Database. The uses of items are plenty. For now, we're just going to see how we can use them to output the data to a local SQL database. SQLite database, I mean. Maybe in a future video we'll see how to output the data to MySQL. For that we make use of pipelines. Pipelines provide an easy way to process your scraped items. You can use them to clean the data, or in our case, output them to a SQLite database. So in our Jumia pipeline, this is where we'll process the items, and by processing I mean we'll get our items and dump them to create and dump them to an SQLite database. So as you can see, it's a class, and in Python classes we can define an initializer, which is just the first function that gets executed when the class is initiated. So we can define that by def init. Here we have it. Let's remove this for now, and we can define a couple of variables. Self dot connection, which will be we need to first import our SQLite 3 so that we can initiate it. SQLite 3 dot connect. Then we'll provide our database name. We're going to call it Jumia products dot db. Then we also need our cursor, which is equals to the self our connection dot cursor. The next step after we have our cursor will be to create our table. Self dot create table. We'll define this. We're going to create this function later on, but for now I just want you to understand that Scrapy is going to initiate this Jumia pipeline when it runs, and when it initiates this class, it's going to first of all create or connect to our database. If it doesn't exist, it's going to define a cursor, and it's going to run this creatable function which we are about to create right now. So for now, let's create our create table function. Dev create table. And we are going to use the cursor to run SQL commands. So execute. I'm going to execute this command, and I'm just going to pass some SQL commands. You're going to pass the create table command. So create table. If it doesn't exist, we're going to name our table products, and we are going to pass our table rows, which is the first one will be the name, which is a text, which is of text value. The next one will be the link, which is of text value. Then we're going to have the price, which is of text value again. What else? We're going to have our review, which is of text value again. So the table has been created. Now it's time to populate the table with our processed item. For that, we are going to use this function. Again, we are going to make use of our cursor to populate our table. Execute. So we've created our table. Now the next step is to insert data into it. For that, we are going to use the insert command. Insert. Insert original into products. So we're going to insert original into products. You're going to get the name, the link. These are just placeholders, price, and the review. Again, we pass in some placeholder values. This is what we do when dividing SQLite database. You need to pass this. You need to pass these placeholder values. So this is the SQL command. Then we need to pass our parameters. Parameter is just a string once again, which is our items. So we have our item variable over there. We have our item variable. Item. The first thing is the name, the product name. Remember, we defined it as product name. So product name. And the next one is the link. Item. Link. There's a mistake here. You just need to close this parameter. Yeah, there we have it. And the next one is the price item. Price. Then the review item. Review. Yeah, that should work. So after it has executed this command, we need to commit it to our database. So for that, self.connection.commit and just return our item. So yeah, that should work. But remember, this does nothing if we don't declare it in our settings file. So you need to come to check your settings file where we have defined our item pipelines and comment it, which is here. Just delete this for clarity. We don't need all this. So we've defined our pipelines. Our pipeline is created. Our items are ready. And we can proceed to test it. So we can crawl it again. Oh, there's an exist. It should be exists. Exists. Yeah. Sorry for that. Okay, we are getting some error. Let's just stop it for now. It's saying that self.cursor takes no keyword arguments. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now we're still going to need this. We just need to remove the keyword arguments. That should work. So it's running well. To view your SQLite database, you can use our SQLite viewer. Here it is. Here's our data. You can find this in this SQLite viewer in your extensions if you're running on VS Code. Here it is, SQLite. Just need to install it. Yeah, and here is our database. All the products are extracted here. So yes, I think that's it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can set up and deploy a Postgres database and do the same. So we are, instead of dumping it to an SQLite database, which you can only consume it locally, we are going to use it for, we are going to dump the data to a Postgres, to an online Postgres database. I hope you've learned something new from this video, and if you found this video useful, you can give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and subscribe for similar content. Thank you so much for watching.